Here's the headline at Popular Science on January 25th, 2024. Invasive ants leave lions scrambling for prey on the savanna in an ecological chain reaction. Here's the subhead, quote, "One insect has led to a cascade of consequences," end quote. The opening paragraph provides an overview while citing a renowned peer-reviewed journal. Quote, "Lions, elephants, zebras, buffalo, ants, and trees are all locked in an intricate ecological web in one Kenyan nature preserve, but that web is unraveling as a small invader disrupts the natural balance of things, according to a study published January 24th in the journal Science," end quote. The small invader mentioned in the article is a species of ant, specifically an aggressive and predatory species called the big-headed ant is displacing the native acacia ants. The native ant species defends the whistling thorn acacia trees, which are the most common woody plant at Olpeyeta Conservancy, a protected reserve in Kenya. The spread of the non-indigenous big-headed ant has triggered a domino effect that leaves lions less able to hunt their primary prey, zebras. As a result, the lions are forced to pursue buffalo, which are larger and more dangerous prey. Loss of habitat for birds and alterations of the soil likely are occurring as well. Again, the enormous and important results stem from a non-indigenous species of ant. This is yet another example demonstrating that we are one. The we in this case ranges from elephants and buffaloes to ants and probably even further. The nitrogen-fixing native acacia species is declining, with negative implications for soil properties such as productivity and texture. A reduction in the most dominant species of woody plant, especially when that species fixes nitrogen, is critical to the continued well-being of all other species at Olpeyeta Conservancy. Olpeyeta Conservancy is an important sanctuary. The largest black rhino sanctuary in East Africa, it is home to the 2 remaining northern white rhinos, both of them female. It is the only place in Kenya to see chimpanzees in a sanctuary established to rehabilitate animals rescued from the black market. I turn now to the peer-reviewed paper in Science. Published on January 25, 2024, the paper was written by 20 scholars, titled "Disruption of an Ant-Plant Mutualism Shapes Interactions Between Lions and Their Primary Prey." The paper includes an editor summary. This summary includes this information. Quote, "Human global activities have led to the movement of species from their origins to distant sites across the world. The influence of these displaced species on the existing ecology of their new location can vary from damaging to positive, and many of their impacts may be much more subtle than one might predict. For example, the big-headed ant, originally described in Mauritius, has spread throughout much of the subtropical and tropical world. This article characterized how its presence at the Olpeyeta Conservancy in Kenya disrupted a mutualism between native ants and acacia trees that led to increased herbivory by elephants and ultimately a shift in lion prey species from zebra to buffalo." End quote. A mutualism is a relationship in which both species are benefited. A common example is plant pollinator interactions. Bees collect nectar from flowers to make honey and therefore feed themselves. This activity provides a benefit to the plants by pollinating the flowers. The pollinated flowers allow for reproduction and therefore the continued existence of the plant. The ant-plant mutualism described in the current study has been altered by the invasion of a non-indigenous species of ant with impacts on the large predators, structure of the plant community, and soil properties. The abstract of the peer-reviewed paper in Science includes this information. Quote, "Mutualisms often define ecosystems, but they are susceptible to human activities. Combining experiments, animal tracking, and mortality investigations, we show that the invasive big-headed ant makes lions less effective at killing their primary prey, plains zebra. Big-headed ants disrupted the mutualism between native ants and the dominant whistling thorn tree, rendering trees vulnerable to elephant browsing and resulting in landscapes with higher visibility. Although zebra kills were significantly less likely to occur in higher visibility invaded areas, lion numbers did not decline since the onset of the invasion, likely because of prey switching to African buffalo. We show that by controlling biophysical structure across landscapes, a tiny invader reconfigured predator-prey dynamics among iconic species." End quote. That bottom line is critical. Quote, "We show that by controlling biophysical structure across landscapes, a tiny invader reconfigured predator-prey relations among iconic species." End quote. Not only were predator-prey dynamics altered, but negative effects were manifest on plants and soils. I turn again to the introduction of this short video. Quote, "Lions, elephants, zebras, buffalo, ants, and trees are all locked in an intricate ecological web in one Kenyan nature preserve, but that web is unraveling as a small invader disrupts the natural balance of things." End quote. The small invader in this case, the tiny ant, has disrupted predator-prey relationships, the plant community, and also soil properties. The ant altered everything that was evaluated, including the dynamics between the largest terrestrial animals on Earth and the structure of the plant community. Along the way, the tiny, mighty ant has demonstrated, again, that we are one. It has also shown that when a plant loses protection from an ant with which it evolved through natural selection, the resulting cascade of consequences is unexpectedly horrific.